Hello, this is Connie Marie Forrest, and I've gotten kind of in the mood to talk more about psychic related topics. So today I'm going to educate you a little bit on various psychic powers people have. I am researching this. This is sort of an interesting topic, and I'm going to talk about these various different abilities. All right. Alrighty then. Aura reading basically means you can read the energy field surrounding people and places and things. When you can read the aura of a person, they have various different colors, and sometimes when a person has a really weak aura, that means they are sickly or something's not quite right with their body, basically. Or they could have had trauma from their past life, especially if they have gray or black in their aura, then they have had a lot of that negative residual energy left behind, basically. All right. Automatic writing is the ability to commune with spirit world by pen and paper, basically. What you do is you write down basically random stuff, and sometimes you can pick up information from the dead or really weird places, basically, from what I understand of that. Clairvoyancy, which is also referred to as second sight, is a type of ability where you can perceive a perception of outside the unknown human senses. All right. There's one even on here called death warning. A vision of a living person prior to his or her death. Divination. Divination is very simple like this. If you are getting insight to a situation, or most commonly through a ritual, meaning you take a mirror, right, and you focus on that, and you try to get an image out of it, basically. Or you do that with water. You can do that with like a crystal or even an obsidian gemstone, which is actually not really a gemstone because it's actually volcanic glass. And then there's dowsing, which is the ability to locate objects, sometimes using a tool called a dowsing rod. Energy medication, healing by channeling the form of energy. There's one under that called faith healing, which is basically kind of similar, but for a religious devotion. Then there's levitation, where your body basically levitates, kind of like flies in a way. Then there's mediumship, also known as channeling, which is communing with spirits. Then there's precognition, which associates to perception of events before they happen. Psychic surgery, which has been debated on being pretty much false psychic surgery. The removal of diseased body tissue, which is often certain cultures believing it's okay to scam you into thinking that they're performing surgery on you, and you kind of fool your mind in a way, but not completely. It's just, you think that they're healing you, but there's been cases of that being false. Then there's psychokinesis and telekinesis, the ability to manipulate matter by the power of thought. Basically, you move things. I got fur on my nose or some kind of piece of hair. Itches. Let's see. Pyronancy or pyroscope, obtaining information, or maybe I'm not looking at that right. I can't understand what that one is. Oh, pyrokinesis is under that one, so I'll read that one. The manipulation of fire, remote viewing, gathering information from a distance. Recognition or past cognition, or post-cognition, is the perception of past events. And then scrying is very similar to divination, since it's practically the same thing. Telepath, transfer of thoughts or emotions, and in either direction, which kind of associate with being an empath sometimes. An empath is basically someone who feels emotion from another person. We all have that to a certain extent. Like some people have, how you put it this way, some people have, oh shoot, what was I thinking? They have like the form where they're, they see somebody suffering, but they don't do anything about it. And then there's the emotional empath that does something about it. And then there's a sensitive type of, and very sensitive psychic type of empath that feels a person suffering, but someone doesn't even tell you that they're suffering. You somehow just feel it. Basically, I have that. Those are all the ones that I've picked up on here so far. Well, alright. I might have skipped astral projection, also known as mental projection, or out-of-body experience within an astral body becomes separated from the physical body. This also means that you can sometimes go into the spirit realm, and I've often done this while I was asleep. I would go into a spirit realm and commune with the dead, and sometimes even help the dead. I will often have these dreams where I also act as a guardian and protector of those who are both living and dead in the spirit realm, basically, somehow. I don't have the full understanding of it, but I've had dreams of protecting people, basically. It's actually kind of weird, actually. But there's that. Alright. I'm pretty sure there's more abilities out there, though, that we haven't discovered yet. And maybe I'm going to look up some more, because this is just too interesting. And I'm itching my nose because it itching. Yeah. I'm going to look up what they say about the empath ability here. Well, it says that you can fully pick up on the emotions and moods and temperaments of others, and people with this ability are often called empaths. Could also be referred to as empathic, basically. It's another one I'm going to look up on here that I'm familiar with. I know I'm not telling you the links here. I'm just looking up stuff left and right. I'm reading off my computer. So yeah. Trying to look up clairsentient ability so I could further explain it to you. Even though I've seen YouTube videos explaining that before. Well, I wouldn't say years ago, but quite a while ago. Not too terribly long ago, though. So if I am staring at the screen like I am right now, it's because I'm trying to locate what I'm trying to locate. Can't seem to find it on here. Maybe if I look under where I was looking, maybe it will lead me to a link of that. Oh yeah, clairaudio. I will explain it like this. The ability to hear spirits. Oh, now I found it. I think clairsentience, I think. Maybe. Let's look at this. No, that was the one I was looking at. Never mind. Okay, so I'm going to look at that. I'm still scrolling down because I'm pretty sure it's on the same page here. Oh, I think I might have found it. Clair-empath, but it could also be referred to as clairsentience. More advanced users of empath there show the ability to sense emotions over great distance, such as cities, countries, blah blah blah. You get the gist of it, like various planes of existence, even. Um, a clairsentient person is like a very strong empath, which is possibly what I am, because it just seems like I'm a very strong empath on a very strong psychic level. So that's what I just read and got the understanding of that. That's basically what that is. And I think I've remembered reading that before, somewhere before, like books that talk about that. Let's see if we can find other stuff, interesting things in here. I wonder if it's even possible for someone to have dream manipulation. That would be weird. Could you imagine people really messing with others with that ability? Like if you didn't like someone, for example. I think that will pretty much conclude that list unless I can find something else. I think I'm just gonna cut that short. This one's a little bit shorter than the other video we just did. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut this short and then I'm going to post that.